Hello, beautiful creatures of the world, and welcome back to Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. It's about me 21 degrees outside today in the far north of Maine, up along the Canadian border. We ended up with snow on Thanksgiving, and I ended up taking my snowshoes out for a little trek on Saturday. Very little trek. There was not enough snow to go trekking with. But since I hadn't been up on my snowshoes in 3 years, I did not care. I was thrilled. I was exhilarated. I was happy. I'm in a holding pattern right now. I'm extremely excited at the moment. We are expecting a snowstorm to start tonight and end on Friday morning. I am going to have at least a foot of that wonderful white glittery snowshoe dust to go snowshoeing in this weekend. And I'm just thrilled. I'm over the moon. I hope everyone is having a marvelous day wherever you may be. I hope you're thrilled. I hope you're over the moon. I hope things are going swimmingly for you. I hope that you are having a day filled with fabulosity. Grab yourself a very strong cup of coffee because I'm going to spoil it all for you now. While YouTube has loosened up a bit on the conservative talky talk since President Trump was elected, they're still very, very particular on other aspects of discussions that should be had, Maha discussions. And this video is going to get deranked. I'm not going to get a lot of views on it, I know. My channel is going to be punished for 10 days, and I'm not going to get a lot of views, which I know, fully prepared for. I'm not monetized, so they can't take the money away from me. I don't rely on YouTube for a paycheck. I have a whole different life that gets me a paycheck. And that has nothing to do with this. So I can pretty much say what I want on YouTube. I'm not influenced by any money. I'm not influenced by what they can and can't do for me. Whatever pops into my head flies out my mouth, and often we're all surprised by what I have to say. Now, this story came to me in such a way where I would have never found it had it not been for Uncle Joe Biden. See, Uncle Joe Biden gave $1 billion to Africa yesterday, and it pissed me off. And I wanted to know what they needed aid for in Africa, and I came across a very, very interesting story going on. Welcome to the jungle, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world. I don't know if this is going to turn into anything or if this is just going to be a nothing burger. But the more I dove into what is going on in the Congo, the more I got that nagging feeling that we've seen this movie before. Legacy media is pointing our heads in a lot of different directions. Look over here. Nothing going on over here. South Korea is a shit show right now. Nobody really knows what's going on. I don't pay attention to South Korean politics, do you? It is shadowed with, is the president of South Korea doing the right thing? Are the people crazy? Are the people doing the right thing? And the president is crazy, martial law, all that stuff. And everybody's trying to unpack South Korea. There's things going on the nuclear side of Russia. And everybody's trying to unpack Putin's mind and plans. We were focused the other day that Uncle Joe Biden gave $725 million worth of gifts to the Ukraine, as well as the people who know how to work these gifts. Telling you, it's crazy. But it wasn't until the $1 billion was given to Africa when I discovered that there's something afoot in Africa. In the jungles of Africa, in the Congo. I'm going to tell you about it. Now remember, this video is not going to be highly seen. It's going to be shadow banned. And if you're looking for me for the next 10 days, I'll be shadow banned. The whole channel's going to get shadow banned. But I think it's important not many people are picking up on it. And the few people that are talking about it, they're a little worried. So what's going on in the Congo? A mystery illness. It's a flu-like illness, ladies and gentlemen. It has killed 143 people already. Women and children are the most severely afflicted. The WHO has been alerted, and they are collaborating with the Pansy Health Zone. So there's a thing going on, and nobody knows if it's airborne or if it's waterborne. And it's taking people out. And nobody is talking about it. And when you start diving into it a little bit, for what little information you can actually find on it, it's patterned very much like the beginning pattern of 2020 and that shite show. So it's just something that we need to kind of keep an eye on, I think. I just have that weird gut feeling that while everything is doing this, another bio issue could be brewing. Also, another story that's not being highly spoken about is the fact that the UK has now been stockpiling the bird illness jibber jabbers. They have about 5 million in their stockpile right now, and the US has about 10 million that they're stockpiling. So I don't know. Is something gonna crop up? I really have no idea. I don't have a crystal ball. I can't really tell you. Just thinking that maybe we've seen this shit show before, and it wasn't highly reported on in the beginning. And like I said, I wouldn't have really found this trouble in the jungle had it not been for the $1 billion that Joe Biden gave to Africa. So keep an eye on it. Don't get scared. I'm not giving any medical advice. But remember, I live where the cold hurts my face, and there is very little sunshine here in the wintertime. So what we're doing on the homestead, I'm not giving medical advice. What we are doing on the homestead is we are having a bit more of an intake of our vitamin C, our vitamin D. We are trying to eat very well. We're trying to get the garbage food out of our diet. You know, we are on the no sugar added lifestyle. And of course, it's the holiday season, so there's room for improvement there at this time of year. We're just eating well. And we are exercising. We are getting outside into nature every chance that we can get, because we know that in the 2020 episode of this movie, it was very crucial to add good food to your diet to make sure that you had enough vitamins. And a big thing was to be out in nature and exercising, staying healthy, staying fit, and hopefully, you know, this turns into a nothing thing. But now you know, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful creatures of the world, be the kindness that you want to see in the world. Stay healthy, clean up your diet a little bit. Everybody can stand for a little bit of improvement in their nutrition. I will see you guys on the next episode, but until then, Carpe Diem, because no one promised you a tomorrow.